Hello, and welcome to today's session. Have you ever felt like your days are packed with endless tasks, emails, and meetings, and yet, at the end of the day, you look back and wonder, what did I actually accomplish? Or maybe you've tried to work on something important, only to find yourself distracted by notifications, emails, or your own wandering thoughts. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In today's hyper-connected and fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to feel like you're constantly busy but rarely productive. Many of us spend our days jumping between tasks, responding to emails, attending back-to-back meetings, and scrolling through social media whenever we have a spare moment. The result? We often feel like we're doing a lot but achieving very little. But here's the good news. There's a way to escape this cycle of busyness and shallow productivity. Today, we're diving into Deep Work by Cal Newport, a book that has revolutionized how people think about focus, productivity, and the value of their time. Newport introduces a powerful concept. In a world dominated by distractions, the ability to focus deeply on meaningful work is not just a skill, it's a superpower. This session is designed to help you understand how deep work can transform the way you approach your work and your life. Together, we'll explore what deep work really is, why it matters in today's attention economy, and how to implement it step by step, even if you feel surrounded by constant distractions. By the end of this session, you'll have actionable strategies to improve your focus, achieve your most important goals, and experience a greater sense of fulfillment in your work and personal life. So, let's begin with a simple question. What exactly is deep work? Cal Newport defines deep work as professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skills, and are hard to replicate. In simpler terms, deep work is about focusing so intensely on a task that you're able to produce high-quality results in less time. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter by eliminating distractions, entering a state of deep concentration, and using your mind to its fullest potential. But to truly understand the value of deep work, we need to contrast it with its opposite, shallow work. Shallow work refers to tasks that don't require much thought, creativity, or focus. These are the kinds of tasks we often do on autopilot, like replying to emails, attending meetings, or scrolling through social media. Shallow work can feel productive in the moment because it keeps us busy, but it doesn't contribute meaningfully to our long-term goals or personal growth. Here's the problem. In today's world, shallow work has become the default mode for most people. Think about how often you switch between tabs, respond to notifications, or multitask during the day. These habits fragment your attention, making it nearly impossible to focus deeply. But Newport argues that in a world dominated by shallow distractions, deep work is both rare and incredibly valuable. He explains that deep work is the key to achieving extraordinary results in any field. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist, a scientist, or a student, your ability to succeed depends on your ability to focus deeply on complex problems, master new skills, and create innovative solutions. Let's pause and reflect on this for a moment. When was the last time you worked on something with your full, undivided attention? No phone buzzing, no multitasking, no interruptions, just you and the task at hand. For many people, it's hard to even remember the last time they experienced that kind of focus. That's how pervasive distractions have become in our daily lives. Now, let's delve deeper into why deep work matters so much. Newport outlines 3 main reasons why deep work is essential in today's world. First, deep work allows you to produce high-quality results. When you focus intensely on a task, you can push your cognitive abilities to their limit. This is when you enter a state of what psychologists call flow. Flow is a concept introduced by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, a pioneer in the field of positive psychology. Flow is that magical state where time seems to disappear and you're completely immersed in what you're doing. It's in this state that we do our most creative, high-quality work. Think about a time when you were so absorbed in a project that hours seemed to fly by. That's flow, and it's often the result of deep work. For example, consider J.K. Rowling, who famously locked herself in a hotel room to finish writing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. By isolating herself from distractions, she was able to focus deeply and produce one of the best-selling books of all time. Or look at Bill Gates, who takes Think Weeks twice a year. During these weeks, he isolates himself in a cabin, away from all distractions, to read, think, and work on solving complex problems. These examples show that deep work isn't just about getting more done, it's about producing work of the highest quality. Second, deep work helps you learn faster. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn new skills quickly is one of the most valuable traits you can have. Technologies are constantly evolving, industries are shifting, and staying relevant means continuously learning and adapting. Deep work allows you to absorb information more effectively and retain it longer. Imagine you're learning a new language or trying to master a musical instrument. If you dedicate focused, uninterrupted time to practice, you'll make much faster progress than if you're constantly multitasking or being distracted. Newport calls this the learning advantage of deep work. The deeper you focus, the faster you learn. This principle applies to any skill, whether it's coding, writing, playing an instrument, or even analyzing data. When you block out distractions and focus deeply, your brain is able to process and internalize information much more efficiently. Finally, deep work is rare. Most people today are stuck in shallow work, reacting to emails, attending meetings, and scrolling through social media. This means that deep work is not only rare but also incredibly valuable. Think of it this way. In an economy where most people are distracted, those who can work deeply will stand out. Steve Jobs, for instance, was known for his ability to focus intensely on one problem at a time. This deep concentration allowed him to create groundbreaking products like the iPhone, which revolutionized the tech industry. But here's the challenge. Deep work isn't easy. It requires discipline, focus, and a willingness to embrace boredom. Our brains have been conditioned to seek constant stimulation, whether it's through checking our phones, switching tasks, or scrolling social media. Breaking these habits takes time and effort. So, how can you cultivate deep work in your own life? Newport offers a clear framework with actionable strategies. Let's explore a few. The first step is to create space for focused work. This means scheduling dedicated blocks of time for deep work and protecting those blocks from interruptions. For example, you might dedicate the first 2 hours of your morning to your most important task. During this time, turn off your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and let others know you're not available. It's also helpful to create rituals to signal the start of a deep work session. This could involve clearing your workspace, making a cup of coffee, or setting a timer. These rituals help your brain transition into a state of focus. Another key strategy is to embrace boredom. In a world of constant stimulation, we've become addicted to checking our phones, scrolling social media, and seeking instant gratification. Newport argues that we need to rewire our brains to tolerate boredom. For instance, instead of reaching for your phone during every idle moment, try sitting with your thoughts or taking a short walk. Newport also encourages readers to quit or limit social media. He's not saying you need to delete all your accounts, but he does advocate using social media intentionally. Ask yourself, does this platform truly add value to my life or work? If the answer is no, consider reducing your usage or eliminating it altogether. Finally, Newport suggests draining the shallows. This means minimizing shallow work as much as possible. You can do this by batching tasks like email and administrative work into specific time blocks, rather than spreading them throughout your day. Thank you for listening. If you found this session valuable, share it with others who might benefit. And don't forget to follow our channel, it means the world to us. Until next time, stay focused and keep striving for excellence.